Yes.
Michael, where was it easier to record, in the flat or in Paris?
Each place had its pros and cons. Being in the flat, because that was also a living space, it's kind of like waking up in the morning. I could work on the album, or there's a TV with an Xbox right there. So in Paris, because we were there for the sole purpose of making an album, it made it easier to be motivated to do that. But that space itself was not as conducive to recording.
There was the last morning that we were recording some vocal parts. There were roadworks happening on the street outside.
It was
they
the
were
last
vibrating
day
the floor
that we had to record vocals. And so Ed and I got up in the morning and we started recording, and the building literally started shaking. And at first I thought this is a little earthquake, but it just kept going. And we leaned outside and we hear this rumble, and at first we were like, that sounds like a vacuum cleaner upstairs or something.
A pretty large vacuum cleaner.
It stopped. It stopped. We were like, okay, this is fine. We started recording again, and then it started again, but more intense. So we went outside, and there was this giant truck, guys with jackhammers in front of the sidewalk. So that was fun.
I think it was less like soundproof, less ideal to recording. In the flat, it's a really nice space. It's a really good area. There's not an awful lot of noise.
The flat that we had in Paris also had this really creaky floor. So there were a couple times we'd be doing a really nice vocal take, and then I'd hear the floor go, so we'd have to do it again. I hope that answered your question. I don't even remember what it was anymore.
Who out of the five of you would you think would be the best doctor?
That's probably a question for you guys.
The one who would survive.
Well, like in an actory capacity, or in a...
Oh, I was just thinking who would be best suited to go on adventures around time and space. Yeah.
I think any of us would jump at the chance, but...
Yeah. Who would do it for the most altruistic reasons? The Doctor's quite a selfless guy. I know if I was the Doctor, I would just go around. I'd go to all the concerts that, throughout history. I probably wouldn't bring anyone with me for ages. I'd just be chilling out, free entertainment. That's not good, is it, for a Doctor? So I'm out.
No enough stuff.
That's something that you guys should decide, I think, and let us know on Twitter.
Yeah. And then you guys can tell me what the result is.
Michael's the most cool-headed. I feel like in Doctor Who like situations, you would be able to be like, yeah, I could probably deal with these aliens.
Okay.
Just like that.
If you could be any of the monsters, which one would you be?
That's weird.
Can't really beat Daleks.
No,
the Doctor does all the time, but theoretically, they shouldn't be beat ever.
I think I'd be an Auton just because of the longevity of it. Plastic doesn't die. Like Rory, prior to the universe resetting, was essentially immortal. So
and you'd still be you then.
You would still be you,
that's a better
but it's
answer.
made of plastic.
Or you could be a Cyberman, and then you could be you, and then everyone can be you.
I literally just remembered my original plan for today was I was going to jump out of the Dalek. For the whole of the album, we were going to hide inside it, and then when everyone stepped out the TARDIS, I was just going to wait for someone to go, is Alex here today? And then I'd get the But that might have been unsafe.
Yeah, there's a question there.
How come Red Bull actually gave you money to finish the album in France?
We don't know.
We don't know. I assume because I was worried that people might think that we're like holding something back, and they'd be like, oh, Red Bull must have paid them, but they don't want to say because they're being sellout or whatever. But we genuinely don't know.
I mean, Red Bull do have a history of working with artists on collaborative projects. The space that we're in is used a lot of the time. Like, I don't know how there's a recording studio right there. They work with, I know Mark Ronson's been in there recording things.
Jesse J was in there, I found out today.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, this is just a thing that Red Bull do. They help people to make music, and it was especially helpful when we were having such difficulties doing that.
Thanks, Red Bull.
Are there any more questions? Yes.
Where did you get the Dalek and the TARDIS?
They were here when we got here.
Red Bull.
Yeah, we rocked up and it was like,
we had
what?
no idea that was happening.
They kept that a surprise.
Thank you, Red Bull.
Anyone
I'm
else?
anxious that I don't want to hold people from seeing Doctor Who tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a couple more questions over there.
We're from Manchester, so we don't have anywhere to watch Doctor Who. Can someone...
I feel like Doctor Who should be the sort of thing that they play in pubs. Like, you know, when the World Cup happens and everyone goes to a pub to watch the football, they should be playing Doctor Who at the same time.
Me and Alex actually did go to a pub to watch the first episode of Series 5 on a massive screen. It was really good.
See, I keep trying to make them do it at the
It was
pub
like
I
a
watch.
special event though. They're like, yeah.
And we were considering, like, the idea did come into our heads of, oh, we could show everyone Doctor Who, we could all watch it together, but having you pay to come and see an episode of Doctor Who is actually illegal. So, yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, so those guys are from Manchester. If you are watching Doctor Who near here, help them out, I guess. Okay, well, we're going to go and hang out in the room you were in earlier. So if you guys bought anything and you want it signed, come and say hi. Thanks very much for coming.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank you.